Hi guys, in this video I'm going to go over another type of structure, rock structure that we find at the coastline, and that is a concordant coastline. Now a concordant is different to a discordant because here, as you can see, this is the sea at the bottom and this is the land. The layers of rocks run parallel to the sea. So we've got facing the sea a very hard band of rock. Behind it we've got a softer band, and behind that we've got a harder band again. So instead of, as we saw in the last video, the rocks running into the sea at 90 degrees, they run parallel to the sea now. So what that means is this is almost like a wall that faces the sea, and if it's hard rock then it will be very resistant and it will be quite difficult for the sea to actually break through this rock because it's very hard. If it was a softer band of rock, then it will be eroded really, really quickly. But what we've got here, and we find this type of coastline down in Dorset, down on the south coast of the UK, where we've got hard limestone, which faces the sea with a band of clay and chalk behind it. And that band of limestone acts as a wall, really, and a defensive wall that almost tries to stop the sea from eroding. So the sea attacks that coastline and will try to be finding ways through to erode it. And what happens is, because limestone's very blocky and limestone is full of kind of cracks and fissures, etc., and joints, then eventually what happens is, we can see on this side, is that we will get, at some point, the sea will break through. And as we can see, it's broken through here. Once it's got in, once it gets behind that first band of harder, more resistant rock, that form of defence, it will then find itself in a band of clay. Now that clay is very, very soft, so it'll erode quite rapidly once it gets in. The type of feature we get here is called a cove. So this is a cove feature. And as I said before, the sea has broken through any joints that it's found in the limestone. It's broken through and it's got into the clay and it's eroded the clay. When it gets to this back bit here, this is actually chalk, so it stops eroding because chalk is more resistant. But we get these features formed. These are coves, and this is a little bay, essentially. A cove is a little bay, and Lulworth Cove is a really good example of this on the south coast in Dorset. So if you're ever down there, or if you've been there, then you might have seen this but not really realised how it was formed. And that whole bit of coastline has quite a large band of limestone facing the sea, and like I said, that acts as a wall. But in some places it does break through, and we've got this cove forming. So that is coves forming on discordant coastline.